Oh, hi. How's it going? I know it's been a minute, but we got a new chapter of Dragon Ball Super, so let's talk about it. Okay. So this chapter was quite interesting because this was basically filled up with tons of fighting. There was almost no dialogue throughout this entire chapter. So we start with Goku and Granolah going at it. Goku is combining his Super Saiyan Blue form with Ultra Instinct. So he is not fully powered. He's learning how to utilize different God forms with Ultra Instinct. So as far as we can tell, he can't use the original Super Saiyan forms 1, 2, and 3. He can only do this with the God form and the blue form, so both the red and blue hair. So I wasn't kidding. This almost a third of this chapter was just panel after panel of Goku and Granolah fighting. There are 11 pages of just pure fighting, and Toyotaro just really flexing his ability to show off his really interesting fighting poses. So we have two moments in this fight sequence that really stood out to me. So the first being when Goku is still in his Ultra Instinct Blue form, is what I'm going to call it for now, and he's going up against Granolah, but he's dodging everything that Granolah's throwing at him. But now he's going to make his approach towards Granolah as he's about to use his Kamehameha right in Granolah's face. It looks very similar to the moment that Goku had with Kefla. But this time, things didn't work out exactly the same way because Granolah can consistently see where Goku's weak points are, and he again uses that moment to take Goku out using his two-finger technique to hit a pressure point right in Goku's neck. So I kind of lied because there was actually three really cool moments. We get to see Granolah use one of Moro's attacks. He goes into the ground, which looks like he's utilizing the power of the earth to shoot a beam all the way up to take Goku out. This is when Goku then uses his instant transmission and teleports next to Vegeta. And I kind of like this moment because Goku was just in a super intense situation, but now he's just kind of chilling out next to Vegeta as Vegeta is kind of giving zero to what's happening, giving Goku some shit, just saying that he's struggling and why can't he keep up kind of thing. And I do like how we kind of go back to Vegeta here, since this entire chapter up to this point, and we're about 20 pages in, and it's just been purely Goku and Granolah. So we get reminded that Vegeta's here too, but he's still being Detective Vegeta from the previous chapter, but he gets to fill in Goku and lets him know that there is a motive to why he's acting this way, and it's because the Saiyans destroyed the Ceruleans under Frieza. So Goku realizes and he tells Vegeta that he needs to go all out and use the full power of Ultra Instinct. Hey Siri, what do you think about Ultra Instinct?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Do you think Goku's cool?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
So Vegeta knows exactly what's going on here, and he knows that the Heater set this entire situation up to have Granolah take on Goku and Vegeta. But he doesn't know exactly the reason why, just that they are doing it for obviously some kind of purpose. So we get the next panel of Goku going right back into the fight, and he's now full powered Ultra Instinct, but we get an interesting detail that Goku tells Granolah that he can only hold this form for so long. And we knew this before. It reassures us that Ultra Instinct does have limitations, and it's not the end-all be-all that he can't just maintain this power for super long, kind of like fusions can only have about a 30-minute timer. At least that's what it used to be. And then the more powerful you are, the shorter the time is, I guess. But however you want to look at it, there is going to be a time limit to Ultra Instinct, at least for the foreseeable future, because otherwise, if you just give Goku everything, which is what I thought they were going to do, then there's just going to be no one who can take him on. So it was just going to make everything going forward pretty boring. At this point, Goku's just completely manhandling Granolah, and it's looking really one-sided. And Goku even thinks he's got the upper hand, but not so fast. Let me just take another drink here before I finish explaining what happens next. Because not only is Goku completely wrong here, he is so wrong. And I completely was not ready for this situation, but Granolah was basically only using half of his power this entire time. It wasn't even his real body. The entire time Goku was fighting him, it was a copy of Granolah. His real body was in his spaceship, where Vegeta finally finds him at an inconvenient timing since it was already too late and the entire plan fell apart. But this is where that third moment kind of kicks in that I was mentioning earlier on, and that's when Granolah comes in and uses the 3-inch punch, which for anyone's not familiar with this, it's a very Bruce Lee kind of move where Bruce Lee is known for the 1-inch punch, but there's also the 3-inch punch, which is you using your knuckles to punch through here and connect. But the fact that he's using a 3-inch punch is just pretty cool and clearly showing that Toyotaro is a big Bruce Lee fan and just thought this was a cool moment to let Granolah utilize something that I personally thought was pretty badass and I don't see a lot of people talking about. But anyone who knows anything, at least a little bit about martial arts, is probably very familiar with this technique. But the fact that Granolah was just using approximately half of his power, or maybe even less. Granolah does say that he did split his power and he shouldn't have done it from the start, but by him saying that, it's literally saying that he was utilizing 50%. So the clone had 50% and he had 50%. So once he combined that and became 100%, we just realized that Granolah is incredibly powerful right now. And to be honest with you, it's even surpassed my original thoughts that was even something he was capable of achieving, even with the Dragon Ball Wish that shortened his life. But Granolah took Goku out with that single 3-inch punch right in the chest that knocked him right out. And Granolah is then standing right in front of Vegeta, and Vegeta... Oh, Vegeta. This is why I love Vegeta. Vegeta just loves throwing shade, and it doesn't even matter because you can never catch. Vegeta has the best, Vegeta has the best poker face there is. You don't know if he's in the upper hand situation right now, or if he knows deep down that he is just I just love what he says to Granolah. Vegeta's well aware of what has happened to his entire race. The Saiyans wiped them all out. Granolah goes on and tells Vegeta that he doesn't care which Saiyan he takes out first. It's no different to him because he's gonna kill them all anyway. But then Vegeta responds with, "Me, I'm gonna die? Actually, why don't you go ahead and join the rest of your tribe," implying that all the other Ceruleans are already dead. But then he goes on and even says, if you're so intent on killing off every last Saiyan, then I'll use all I have to put you in the ground. But this is the part that was just the moment where I'm trying to find that meme from years ago, but it was just one of those like, oh moments. Vegeta says the tribe that's about to go extinct is the Ceruleans. I wish I had a microphone right now because this is one of those mic drop moments. Vegeta's holding nothing back and he's purposely just making Granolah even angrier than he already is. And I love everything about it because we all know Vegeta's pretty cocky, but this is kind of taking it to another level since he just watched Granolah take on Ultra Instinct Goku and manhandled him like it was nothing. So either Vegeta is completely confident that he can win this whole thing, or he is just bluffing and trying to hold off until Goku wakes up again. But I don't think that's the case because right now, as far as we can tell, Vegeta's God of Destruction abilities might be showing something that Ultra Instinct can't. Earlier on, it was implying that the God of Destruction was not at the same level of angels, but these are techniques that we're talking about here. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the God of Destruction technique is any weaker than an angel technique, just that an angel might be more physically more powerful or spiritually more powerful, however you want to look at it. But the ability is probably more on the user than anything else. So as far as I can tell, the God of Destruction technique might be equal or greater than Ultra Instinct depending how you want to look at it, and depending how strong Vegeta's gotten in this time. So this is pretty interesting because this is not something I was expecting. Even though Vegeta this entire time was learning God of Destruction techniques, it didn't imply that this was actually a weaker form, and they really might be equal. So Ultra Instinct and the God of Destruction abilities, I'm thinking, yeah, it's everything I just kind of explained. I think they're equal techniques, and it's just the user who then takes it to another level. So that was the entire chapter. More than half of it was just Goku and Granolah going at it. So one of my favorite moments I forgot to mention earlier was when Goku was in his full powered Ultra Instinct, but he used this kind of Gatling gun attack where he was using punches, but from a distance hitting Granolah. That was just really cool to see. And I don't think we've ever seen something like that in Dragon Ball yet. So Toyotaro, again, just coming up with really unique fight styles that I keep loving to see. And I can't wait to see this kind of stuff animated, because I think a lot of the things that Toyotaro is bringing us in animation is going to look gorgeous. But the only thing I don't kind of like in manga is when you do use a lot of panels showing fight sequences, because they are just still images, where the words on the page are a little bit more important, because that's where we get to eat and digest all this information that's going on. And if we're just looking at pictures after pictures, not that I don't think they're cool, but it's just when we're waiting for a month for more information of what's going on, and you kind of just use more than half of the chapter of roughly 40-45 pages, then you know what I mean? We don't have a lot to kind of eat, and we have to wait another month until we get more information. So this will be great in animation, but as a full chapter, I was kind of feeling still not fully satisfied, despite the really cool moments that we got. But overall, I want to know, what did you think about the chapter? Did you think that Goku had a chance in his Ultra Instinct form? And were you shocked that Granolah wasn't even using his full power yet? And what do you think the odds of Vegeta going up against Granolah? Do you think he has a chance utilizing the God of Destruction techniques? Or do you think it's just going to be a lost cause and he's just going to kind of get his ass kicked until Goku shows up again? Or is this going to finally be Vegeta's moment? We've been waiting, it's been years, and we've still been waiting, but how many of you still have hope? Let's find out. Let me know in the comments. Also, thanks so much for your patience, everybody. I know I haven't uploaded a lot of videos lately. I took a week or two just to chill out, kind of center myself and figure out exactly what I'm trying to do with this channel, but I'm feeling good. I've already got a couple videos in the works. I finished a couple scripts, so expect lots of videos to come. So if you haven't yet, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button. We are almost at 1,000 from the time I've uploaded this video. And on top of that, hit the notification bell so that way you know when I drop my next video, which will be coming very soon. And of course, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the chapter. But other than that, that's everything. I'll see you in the next video.